Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the Browns lately, you know that the team is in a really interesting, pivotal moment. This season has been filled with ups and downs, but what's really caught everyone's attention is the ongoing search for the franchise quarterback. That's right, after years of uncertainty at the most crucial position, Cleveland is still trying to find that guy who can elevate the team to the next level. And this year, the spotlight is on two young quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. The Browns are clearly exploring their options, and the way they're approaching this is nothing short of fascinating. Dillon Gabriel, who's been with Cleveland for a little while now, is stepping into the spotlight with his recent performances. He's set to make his fourth start this Sunday against New England, and while he's not exactly setting the league on fire just yet, there are signs of promise. Gabriel has been doing a good job of protecting the football, which is absolutely critical for a young quarterback trying to earn trust and build confidence within the team. Last week, he led the Browns to their best performance of the season in a dominant 30-16 victory over the Miami Dolphins. That kind of win, especially against a team with a potent offense like Miami, can do a lot for a young quarterback's confidence. Gabriel's ability to manage the game, avoid turnovers, and keep the offense moving. These are qualities that Browns fans should be paying close attention to. But let's be real here. This isn't just about Gabriel. It's about what he might represent for Cleveland's future. The Browns are in a unique position this year, thanks in large part to having 2 first-round picks in the upcoming NFL draft. That's a golden opportunity. If the team continues to struggle and keeps losing games, they might find themselves with a top-tier pick. And that's where the real excitement begins. Because among the prospects available, Cincinnati quarterback Brendan Sorsby is gaining serious traction. He's been lighting up college football week after week, showing that he can perform under pressure, and his numbers are impressive. Just last Saturday, Sorsby put on a show in a 40-120 win over Baylor. He completed 13 of 21 passes for 111 yards and threw 2 touchdowns, but what really stood out was his ability to contribute on the ground. Sorsby ran for 85 yards and scored another rushing touchdown. It's rare to see a quarterback with that kind of dual-threat ability. He's got the arm, the mobility, and the poise to be a serious option for NFL teams, including the Browns. His season stats are eye-catching: 20 passing touchdowns with only 1 interception, along with 425 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. And that's not just impressive for a junior. It's making him a fringe Heisman candidate. In a year where many of the highly touted quarterbacks are underperforming or facing questions about their draft stock, Sorsby's consistency and production are standing out. Players like LaNorris Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier, and Drew Aller have been underwhelming at times, which could open the door for someone like Sorsby to rise in the draft rankings. And given that Cleveland's front office will be doing its homework on him, especially since he plays right down the road from Cleveland in Cincinnati, it's safe to say that he's on their radar. The Browns, coaching staff, and scouting department will be watching him closely, analyzing his game tape, his decision-making, his leadership qualities, everything that could determine whether he's the franchise quarterback they've been searching for. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Cleveland's recent draft history shows a pattern of trying to find that long-term answer at the quarterback position. Remember, Baker Mayfield was their first real shot, followed by attempts to develop others like Case Keenum and Jacoby Brissett. But the Browns are clearly not satisfied with just good enough. They want a guy who can lead them deep into the playoffs, maybe even to a Super Bowl. And with the way they're approaching this year's draft, keeping an eye on Sorsby and possibly others, they're signaling that they're ready to make a bold move if the opportunity arises. The current season, of course, is still unfolding. Gabriel's performance, while promising, is still a work in progress. The Browns' offense has shown flashes of potential, especially in that blowout win over Miami, but consistency remains a challenge. That's why the scouting process for next year's draft is so critical. Cleveland needs to evaluate whether Gabriel is the guy who can take them to the promised land, or if they should roll the dice on a younger, more dynamic player like Sorsby. The NFL draft is always unpredictable, but the Browns' front office is definitely doing their due diligence, and that's exciting for fans who have been waiting years for stability and a true franchise quarterback. Let's not forget that Cleveland's defense has been solid for most of this season, which means that if they can find the right quarterback to complement that unit, the team could become a real playoff contender. The talent on the roster is there. It's really about finding the right leader at the most important position. Gabriel has the tools, and his recent performances suggest he's improving. But the NFL is a league where you need consistency, mental toughness, and the ability to perform under pressure, traits that scouts will scrutinize heavily in prospects like Sorsby. So, Cleveland fans, what should you be feeling right now? Well, there's a mixture of cautious optimism and excitement. The team is clearly investing in the future, and the way they're approaching this quarterback situation shows they're not rushing into decisions. They're taking their time, watching the college game closely, and preparing for a pivotal draft that could shape the franchise for years to come. That's the kind of strategic planning that builds winners. Whether Gabriel becomes the franchise guy or the Browns decide to go in another direction with someone like Sorsby, one thing is for sure: the next few months will be critical. We'll see how the team's evaluation process unfolds, how Gabriel continues to develop, and whether a new quarterback emerges as the clear-cut future leader. And let's be honest, Browns fans, the hope is that this isn't just another rebuild or a cycle of what-ifs. This is about finally hitting the right notes, building a core that can contend year after year. The AFC North is stacked, with teams like the Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers always ready to fight for the top spot. But Cleveland has the pieces, and now they're looking for the final puzzle piece: a franchise quarterback who can turn potential into results. The journey might still be in its early stages, but the signs are pointing toward an exciting future. In the meantime, keep your eyes on Gabriel and Sorsby. Watch how the Browns handle their quarterback situation, and stay tuned for more updates as the season progresses. Cleveland fans are passionate, resilient, and hungry for success. This year might just be the beginning of a new chapter, one where the Browns finally find that player who can lead them back to glory. The division is fierce, but with smart decisions and a little bit of luck, Cleveland could be the team to watch in the coming months and beyond. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback situation? Are you confident with Gabriel, or do you think the team should take a shot at Brendan Sorsby if he's available? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns as well. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion alive, and continue supporting our Browns through thick and thin. This is a team with a bright future, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Browns.